Quite interesting. You're still watching NTA Sports coming your way from NTA Sports 24. Earlier, I told you that we'll be putting on the spotlight today a fast-growing football club in Nigeria. Within a year of coming on board, they've been able to move from the lowest tier of the Nigeria Football League system to the Nigeria National League. And of course, they say they have the immediate target of getting to the Nigeria Premier Football League. Wow, that's quite interesting. And that is the story of Neurospark Football Club. And I'm so glad today because I've got two gentlemen in the studio to discuss more about their story. No other person than the founder and the president of the club himself, Tino Gidado, who's by my immediate left. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
And of course, there's Peter Gidado, who is the sporting director of Neurospark Football Club. Thank you for joining us.
I
wish I could extend my hands to you. No quite beautiful to have you. All right, Neurospark, not one of the popular names in Nigeria. It just came, and all of a sudden, you've taken the Nigeria Football League system, by storm. But, let's start from, how everything started. For you, how did you come about the idea of the football club? And why the name Neurospark?
Okay, actually, I'm someone who is passionate about football. And I love investing in talents, basically. So, and, Abuja is kind of a conducive environment for football. That's why I just came down here to put it out here and make it really work, basically. And the name Neuro came from the prefix, Neurospark came from a prefix, neuro, which has something to deal with the brain. And when something sparks, it's actually powerful. So Neurospark, it is.
Oh, wow, quite beautiful. I've been a sporting director, you're in charge of, almost the day-to-day running of the club. You interact with the coach, everything, stops, at your table. When you wanted to start, how was it for you when it comes to the challenges? How were you able to start with the coach, with the players and all that? How was it for you starting?
Actually, it wasn't easy, being new to the game, but we had a very intense recruitment process. We wanted the best, and I can tell you for sure we have one of the best coaching crew in Abuja right now. And our players, we are a very youthful team. We selected players we felt meet our philosophy, and the rest we say is history.
Wow, that's quite interesting. We'll talk about, how you did it, because I don't understand. I'm talking about your philosophy. You said your philosophy is mind, power, victory. Tell us more about the philosophy of the club and how this, the players, the coaching staff, and all of them, they are queuing into the philosophy of the club.
Okay, one thing about us, we are so disciplined. We practice what we preach. So instilling it to these younger ones was very, very easy, because the management as well are very disciplined and hardworking. So the players see that in us, and they key into it easily.
All right, let me ask you now, how was it like for you when you started playing in the Nigeria, nationwide, League One? You know that it's not quite easy, and we have more, in fact, that's the biggest in Nigeria.
Yeah.
We have almost every club
exactly.
from almost every local government in Nigeria. Every state is represented. Lots of teams, that is the lowest, league in Nigeria. How was it for you competing in such a league? What were the things that you saw there?
To be honest, it wasn't easy, coming into the Nationwide League as a newly formed football club. But we had a target. I told my players, if we can win the first 4 matches, then I think we can go very far. You know, from the playing, the pitch, you know, Nigeria football, the politics outside, but we just had to stand our ground that we have this goal that we want to achieve promotion, and that has been our backbone to achieve promotion right from game one.
Oh, quite interesting, because I wanted to ask him when, you know, he started the club, if, you know, maybe, you know, there are some people that they just want to like stabilize, develop some players, and let's quickly, you know, make money by selling some players. If you don't get promoted, no problem, but let's stabilize this club. He just confirmed that from the get-go, from day one, you wanted promotion. And I could remember coming in, I was telling you congratulations. And my congratulations was, you know, my congratulations came from a place of knowing that some teams have been in this for over 10 years and they've not even gone close to, you know, the playoffs. But you know, getting through, qualifying for the playoffs and surviving up to the point of getting, you know, the ticket against all odds. So many teams that they had the proper backing of even state government, of, you know, the who is who in the society. So I just want to know, what was the magic? How was it like for you getting promotion from the NNL?
Okay, I'll give it to our coaching crew. We have the best. I can tell you, we have the best. And just like I've told you, we are so hardworking. Like me, the founder of the club, I go to every training to pick things.
You're part of the daily
yes.
activities of the club.
So we follow due process and 100% discipline. The players, you have to come for training every day and you have to come on time. You have to do things the way it's supposed to be done, right? There's no favoritism whatsoever. If you're good, the coach will play you. It's actually not magic. We worked hard for it.
That's quite beautiful. And just like I said earlier, when we started this, you know, discussion, I said most of, you know, the sporting, you know, decisions are taken by you. I just want to know the secret, you know, from the, you know, from the field. Was it that you hired Guardiola to get the promotion?
You can see that we have our own Guardiola because our coach, like I said earlier, our coach is a fantastic coach. He's a no-nonsense coach, actually.
Wow.
You have to give your 100% to be on the pitch. There's no favoritism anywhere. So
give it up to Coach Benga.
Yes, let's know his name.
Yes, Coach Benga. Coach Benga, I know, we have to give him, and his coaching crew. We have one of the best.
And the chief scout as well.
The chief scout, he did
Mr. Alex. He did a great job.
Fantastic job in recruiting these boys. You know.
You know, we still need to talk. We still need to talk about your scouting. But for now, you know, just like I said, you know, earlier, that some clubs, they have the backing of state government, big companies, who is who in the society. But you know, how was it for you running the football club? You've had the experience for a year now. How has it been, you know, financially, even physically? We don't know how demanding it could be. How has it been for you running a football club?
It's not been easy. I am single-handedly taking care of this stuff.
Oh my goodness.
The financial aspect with my brothers. So it's not been easy, right? This is the part we are actually struggling. And you know, I want to call on the government, the FCT minister and all, to look towards our direction. Yeah, we are your children, the FCT minister.
Yes.
We brought it to this level, and we still want to make you proud, getting the MPFL to the FCT as well. So on this part of financing the club, we are struggling basically.
You know, many might not know. You know, it's not the only thing you've done in football. It's not just to, you know, start a football club. You yourself, you're very good when it comes to scouting and all that. Exactly. Would you say this really helped you, you know, to set up the club, and also having the club has it been able to help you to develop as a scout?
Yes. Right now, I think I can help the national team.
Chief scout
Yes. No. You can see with what
under 17,
with what we've achieved, right, in just 8 months.
That tells you know how to scout the right
You
one.
just said that some teams have been there for 15 years and they've not even crossed to the playoff. We give thanks to God. But, you know, we've done a lot of work. The scouting department has been superb, right? So far, I think I am better off.
All right, that's quite beautiful. As the sporting director, for you, we do know, because I could remember interviewing somebody and he said, you know, at the day that the saddest day for him was when, you know, he set up a club and told them that, see, you guys should understand, when there's money, you will enjoy. When there's no money, you people should understand. Then the players went to do a meeting and said, oh God, you'll be paying us salary. So amount. Money day, money no day. Pay us salary. So we don't know how it could be too, you know, holding on to players, especially their welfare. You have to motivate them financially, in all aspects, so that they are fully focused, you know, on doing the job. How's it been, you know, catering to the welfare of the players?
Yeah, I think players' welfare is one of Neurospark's fundamental philosophy, and we've been trying a lot in that aspect. Financial packages, better nutrition, you know, players' welfare, very important. We offer them psychological help, medical help. So I think in that aspect, when it comes to players' welfare, I think we are doing better.
That's beautiful, and of course, the performance on the pitch, you
Sees
know,
it all, right?
you understand.
Yeah.
That's indicative. All right, now, you know, I think the playoffs, you know, you had it in Lafayette. They said, you know, we've seen football clubs, I've seen it, you know, not all football clubs, but a few. They don't just play football these days. You see them impact on their surrounding, you know, our communities or any community they find themselves. And we do understand that you've been doing something in that way too. Not just playing football, you also help, you know, the community around you. Tell us about that.
So, you know, apart from football, we want to teach these boys how to live around, how to be helpful to the society. Okay, when we got to Lafayette, the first thing we did was to check around and see how we're going to help around, and we found out that they have a Paralympic club, which we brought them on. We tried to source funds and get them foods and all that. They played match and it was beautiful. Everyone saw it. So on this aspect, we're actually doing it to teach the boys how to go about it.
Well, that's quite beautiful. And, you know, maybe, you know what, at times when you put in some good deeds, you just see luck is going to be on your
Maybe.
side. So, that's quite interesting. And of course, you know, we've been talking about these since we started. And, you know, but I just want to know, especially for football fans watching, what are the plans, you know, you want to put in place to ensure that this team is not just playing to survive in the NNL, but you want to, you know, get promoted to the MPFL?
Okay, we basically have to improve our operation, to upgrade our operation, improve our playing squad, definitely. Because like I said, we have a very youthful team, so we need more experienced hands to guide these boys. So we are not in the NNL just to add up numbers. We are actually going to contest for the ticket to MPFL. So the fans should stand by us and see us do our thing.
All right. You know, I was telling him the other time that, you know, he could write a book as a sporting director on how to, like, lead a club from the grassroots to the NNL. You know, one thing too is that, you know, new names of clubs come up, you know, every day. And one of the things you get to hear a club today, and in 2 years' time you don't get to hear, about club again. For you, with your experience and all that, what do you think are the things that are very crucial when you're setting up a club to ensure that it remains, it keeps running? It doesn't come up 6 months and you don't get to hear about the club. How do you think one can consistently maintain, keep the club floating? You don't have to say we're packing up. Some say, "Oh, guy, what of that your club? I know they do them again." So, what do you think is the key to keeping the club floating?
Okay, I'll keep it simple. I think run away from distractions.
Okay.
Stick to your philosophies. On the days you're winning and losing, still maintain it. Right? Don't think it's not going to happen. It might take a while, but know where you're actually going to. That will lead you on.
That's quite beautiful. And of course, one of those hearing at home will take that one, and keep it by one side, and they will never forget that. Now, I just want to know, just like you said, a new season, a new campaign, a new target. Playing in the NNL, I just want to know, aside from scouting, do you do open selection? If someone is interested, a talented footballer, and wants to come and do his trial with you, how can they reach Neurospark? Do you give opportunity for open trials?
Okay, we are actually deliberating on that, but I think we give everybody a chance to come and prove himself. You don't know where the next Zadok will come from. So Neurospark is open. We are a family, we are open. But like I said, we are more of a very disciplined side. Talent is not just enough. You just have to be disciplined. Yes, because your talent can take you places, but your character and discipline may bring you down. So we prioritize discipline, very important, very, very important.
All right, quite interesting. Before I return to the founder, I just want to ask you, because whether you like it or not, you're growing a community. I wouldn't know the name you call your fans. But how is it improving your fan base, building it? Because whether you like it or not, if you're playing in Abuja now, you need, supporters to come into the stadium to come support you and all that. How is it building a fan base? And are you connecting with them?
Yeah, actually we are. We want to let the Abuja people know that Neurospark is for Abuja. We want every indigenous of Abuja to be connected to this our success story. So we are bringing up plans on how to engage them, the local community, like the local business owners. We want everybody to feel the spark of Neurospark.
You feel the spark of Neurospark. Quite interesting.
Yeah.
All right, now, if you're looking forward to the next 5 years for Neurospark, if I'm going to ask you about your plans, for 5 years, I know playing in the MPFL is part of it. So just tell us your 5-year plan for Neurospark.
Our 5 years plan is to sell players so we can return to our communities and say we are actually doing well, just by doing what we did in Lafayette, community service, and going to the MPFL is the most important.
And we cannot wait to see some players from Neurospark playing for the under-17, under-20, and the
Yes,
under-15.
actually, we have them. We have the boys. We have them. They are so ready.
A player moved now from Nigeria to somewhere in Europe and is playing in Brighton, and all this happened within 2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Who says it is not possible? Even Manchester United, Chelsea can sign straight away from Neurospark.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Very much possible.
Yes.
All right. It's a different challenge for you this season. It's just like, a team playing in La Liga or Premier League. If you go and, get the ticket to the Champions League, you have to go and sign Champions League players.
Definitely.
You can't use the same squad to go and compete on, forefronts the next season. Now, you need to bolster your squad. What are the areas you're looking forward to, improving as you plan to compete, as you prepare to compete in the NNL this season?
I think like I said earlier, we will bring in experienced players to lead these boys. But in as much as we want to bring experienced players, we bring players that meet our philosophy. We won't just sign anyone. We sign players that will play to the coach philosophy. I think that will make it easier for the team, for integration, And we don't want to hinder the development of these young ones. So I think basically we improve the squad.
All right. I wouldn't know if you've got plans for feeder teams and all that, so that
we actually have an academy.
Okay. Now feeding.
Yes, the first team. Yes.
That's beautiful. Your academy too should, could go to the NNL and pick tickets.
Yes,
we have Rebel Stars beyond limits. It's happened in Nigeria at some point, which is quite beautiful. I know we love everything about that. Also, I just want to ask you too, about the fans, playing in Abuja, plans for is Area 10 going to be your home ground, or it's going to be Area 3, or it's going to be Buhari? Tell us about how you're going to, but we do know that, the NNL, we don't know the format that they're going to come up with. Maybe you have to go to a center to play, but the ground that you're adopting for this season.
Everything has to be done in Abuja, first of all, right? But yeah, we are still consulting. We have to go with our own style of play, right? The pitch that will favor us. So we are still consulting for now.
All right, quite interesting. Just like I said, your community is building. Now everybody is getting to know about Neurospark. It wasn't like that 1 year ago. Now, and it's going to get even better. Yeah. You have a community. You have those who are coming into, in contact with you for the first time. They are getting to hear about this team. And you have, even your players could be watching. So speak to them now. Speak to your players, speak to your coaches, speak to your fans, and new fans that you're telling to come and join you to support you.
Okay, what I will say to the players is keep believing, keep working hard, and embrace every challenge. And for our fans, we want to appreciate you for your support from day one. We are not taking you for granted. And the new fans, we urge you to come on board and support this project, this success story, and I promise you will not be disappointed.
All right, let me come to the founder and president. One thing is that some will always tell you that the difference between a poor man and a rich man when it comes to giving out something is always the questions that they ask. If you go and meet an average man that says, please, I need 10,000, say, okay, I have 5,000, take. But if you meet a rich man that you're very sure that this man is a billionaire, if you tell him you need 10,000 naira, he was going to ask you that, what do you need it for? How do you, at times you now say, okay, that one, go and bring a plan. If you can get me the plan, you show me that it's going to work, I'll give you 1 million naira. That's the difference, because everything they go by the book. They want to make sure that the plan is there and all that. Now, I want you to call on corporate Nigeria, those who could come and sponsor your club. But let them know something. What do they stand to gain if they support you? What would they benefit?
Okay, looking from where we are coming from, we are just a year now, and with what we've achieved, says it all. We have a very strong social media platform that advertises, that can take brands out there, right? So, and our hard work should tell you more, right? We are so ready to deliver. We will not fail you if you come into the picture.
That's quite interesting. I do understand you've got a flight to catch, so let me hold you down, in the studio here. I don't know if you had any, if you still have anything to add to, the discussion today. Do you have anything to say?
No, actually, no.
Oh, that's quite beautiful. We're looking forward to the new season, and we're wishing you all the best. We want you to pick the ticket. Are you okay? So let me know when you're sending my jersey so that I can represent Neurospark.
Definitely.
That's quite beautiful.
Thank you.
We're proud of your story, and of course, we do hope that teams can look at at the framework, your plan, how you were able to set it up, and how you're thriving. It's beautiful, and what we do at NTA is to support our beautiful initiatives. We know that you're checking youth restiveness. Those who are supposed to be somewhere, committing crimes are now into football. And, with that, you're also creating employment in the society. Everything, all positive. That's quite beautiful. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you very much.
I don't know. I don't want, my sporting director to feel bad. I'm giving you 2 answers. No, but don't worry.
I can extend it.
Yes,
Okay,
it's the family. Yes, it's the family.
give him another one. Okay, it's okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming on the show today. We do appreciate it. All right, I've been speaking with no other person than the founder and president of Neurospark Football Club, Tino Gidado. It's been interesting having him on the show, and he's been talking about how they've been able to, take the club from grassroots to the NNL within a year. And also on the show today has been no other person than the sporting director, who has been in charge of the sporting activities of the club, doing a lot to ensure that they gained promotion to the Nigerian National League from the Nationwide League. It's quite beautiful. It doesn't happen all the time. So that's been their story from the grassroots to the NNL. And they say they are taking it to the MPFL. We cannot wait for that to happen. You're still watching AM Sports, coming to you from NTA Sports 24. And of course, it's still the Thank God It's Friday edition. Emmanuel Chizoron will be joining me immediately after this. Let's discuss some trending things in the world of sports. Just stay with us.